room, friends. And how are you today? You feeling all right at your house? I feel pretty good today. How's everybody here today? Everybody's feeling fine? Glad to hear it. We're going to have a fun day today. How are you, Doobie? You look wonderful. You look your antennas are fixed. Very good. I'm very glad to hear that. I was beginning to worry. You must be feeling better. More energy going through your antenna today. All right. We're going to have a good day today. We're going to make a collage out of all different types of paper. Well, not too many different types of paper, but we're still going to make a collage. Have you ever seen a collage? Or made a collage? You know what it means? You did?
I did all kinds of things.
Why don't we make one today for Granny? Can we do that? That's what we'll do. We'll make one. Well, Granny's not here today, so we'll make it for Granny later, all right? We're also going to play with our foot shapes today and play with our strings and play with our bean bags. We're going to play with our high steppers today and play a little touch and tell.
I have them at home.
You do?
I have them at home too.
Well, we're going to play with those today. Now, where are you going, Stephen? Not yet. I'll tell you when. Everybody move back just a little bit because Doobie needs plenty of room because Doobie wants to know whether anybody remembers the message from Monday. You do, Philip? What was it? You're absolutely correct. To be a recycler. Yes, Elizabeth. The magician also I forgot to tell you that, Doobie. Tuesday, after you were here, we had a magician, Mr. R.E. Cycle, who told us all about recycling. Cans and paper. It's very, very important. Don't throw them away. Recycle them. And then the companies can make new cans and new bottles and new newspapers, especially newspapers, because if they can make new newspaper, they won't have to cut down as many trees, right? If they recycle, we can save the trees. Yes, Stephen?
I got new shoes yesterday.
You did? All right. You did. Does everyone know how to dance with your new shoes? Can you move your new sneakers and kick your feet and spin around? He's Doobie. Dancing, he's strutting and prancing. You know, people thought there'd never be so much fun inside of me. 'Cause he's Doobie. Dancing, he's strutting and prancing. He may not look the dancing type, but when he moves, he does it right. With disco soft shoe, twist a boogaloo, ballet starts his heart to beat. He loves to move his fuzzy feet. The music starts to play, and we begin to sway. Can you sway your arms, please? That's it. Spin around. Spin the other way. So if you feel like dancing, don't worry what you're thinking. It doesn't matter who you are. Anyone can be a star with disco soft shoes, twist a boogaloo, ballet starts his heart to beat. He loves to move his fuzzy feet. The music starts to play, and we begin to sway. So if you feel like dancing, don't worry what you're thinking. It doesn't matter who you are. Anyone can be a star like Doobie. Dancing, he's Doobie. And he's dancing, he's Doobie. Dancing, yes! Very good. You're good dancers. You deserve a rest. You deserve a rest. Everybody sit down for a moment, please. Why don't you sit down at your house, too? Because our friend Simon is here, and he's having a very neat and tidy week.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I do come true. Oh, pictures take me
so much rubbish in his room, he decided to have a good tidy up. There was so much dust flying about, he had to open the window. And when he'd finished, he went into the park for some fresh air. And there, who should he meet but his friend Henry from the land of chalk drawings. "Simon, the chalk drawing people need some help. Can you come?" So Simon went with Henry to the land of chalk drawings. He had a tremendous surprise when he got there. He had arrived just in time for the start of Keep the Land of Chalk Drawings Neat and Tidy Week. The chalk drawing people were as busy as bees, and Simon soon found himself pulled in to help. First, the flowers were dusted. Then the bandsmen blew all the dust from their instruments. The engine driver polished his engine till it shone like new. Everybody helped. The birds polished the sun's rays. And Simon gave the elephant a broom to sweep the road. Soon, everything was tidy and sparkling. Except the trees. No one had bothered to tidy the trees, so the trees decided to tidy themselves by dropping all the dead leaves.
Hi, friends. We're looking through a magazine while Simon did that so that we could find some pictures for our collage. Now, a collage is when you take a whole lot of different pieces of paper or pictures and you can put them together on another piece of paper any way you like. And I thought I would find some...
That's nice.
You want to put the house on there?
Yeah.
How about the circle in this house? What we'll do is I'm going to put this aside for a moment. We need to pick a piece of paper that we want to be our base on the bottom.
This color?
Want the yellow?
Yeah, because
Okay.
we have blue over there.
So we'll put the yellow there,
too.
and I picked one picture that I haven't finished cutting out that I want to put right in the middle. And that's a picture of what?
Flowers.
A garden.
Trees.
Isn't that a pretty garden?
Yeah. And I like this color blue.
Do you know what kind of paper that is you have in your hand, Marcy?
That's construction paper.
This is construction paper, and what is that?
Tissue paper.
It's crepe paper. Crepe. Now I'm going to put just a little bit of glue because if you put too much glue on a magazine type paper, it'll buckle. So we're just going to put a little
That
bit.
back is nice of those yellow flowers.
The back is pretty. Going to put just a little bit on
I
here,
thought that
just
was the
enough on
front.
each of the corners
I thought
so that
that
it'll
was the front.
stick. And we're going to place it very carefully right in
The middle.
the middle. Now, you don't have to put it in the middle. You can put it off to the side. You can put it on a corner. You can put it anywhere you
Any
want.
place we want.
That's the whole idea. Now, what I'm going to do... Yes,
You
Elizabeth.
want to make a pretty way for the one.
Yes.
Does Doobie need his food now?
No, not yet. Doobie is just resting. Karen, would you do me a favor and sit all the way down? You too, Marcy, please. Now, I have another piece of paper. Philip, why don't you tell me where I should put this one? Please. Where do you want me to put it? Where should I put it? Right there? You've got it. Now let's cut a piece of the blue one.
Can I tell you where to put the blue?
Well, we're going to go in order. We're going to go all the way around this way. Adam tells me next. And then each of you will be able to tell me where I should put another piece of paper. Shall I cut this in the shape of a triangle?
Yeah.
All right.
No, a heart. After you do a heart.
Adam, where do you want me to put this? Right there? There you
Don't
go.
put any of the prettiest flowers.
Right there. How
Make a
about if
heart.
we cut another shape? What kind of shape would you like me to cut, Michael?
What is that?
The red? What shape? A squiggly shape? Okay. What kind of scissors am I using?
Safety scissors.
Why am I using safety scissors?
So you don't cut yourself.
I don't want to cut myself. Where do you want me to put this, Michael? Right there?
Don't cover any of the prettiest flowers. These are the prettiest flowers. Those ones.
They are pretty, aren't they? All right, Elizabeth, what type of paper do you want me to cut? Another piece of construction paper, maybe? What color?
Blue.
The light blue? What shape?
A circle.
A circle. All right, in order to cut a circle, I have to first cut a square, and then I'll cut the corners. I'm actually making more of an oval. Is that all right?
Yeah.
And where do you want me to put it?
Right next to it.
Right there?
That looks like a circle.
Now, you know what I'm going to do? So I don't waste any paper, and since this is a collage, I can put this on here too, which is the square with the circle cut out of it. Why not? Should we go back to the magazine?
No,
not yet.
Get a circle.
What do you want me to put on? I was going to put a piece from the magazine. What do you want me to put on, Karen?
Piece of the red and blue together.
Oh, all right. That's a good idea. What shape? What do you think?
That way. Put two of them together.
Mm-hmm.
Like just like that.
All right.
So we can see it.
How about like that?
No,
So we'll put a little...
that way. The way just squares together.
The squares together?
Yeah.
Where do you want me to put it? Right here?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
That's it? Okay. Now, we have some extra pieces here. I'm going to put those on right before... I will. I'm going to give you a chance right now, Marcy. I'm going to put these extra pieces on. And then, all right, now what do you want me to put on, Marcy?
A piece with the same paper like this. and
Of the
make
blue?
A heart.
A heart. All righty. I can do that. I'm going to fold the paper in half a little bit. A big heart or a little heart?
Big
A
heart.
big heart.
That's why I always make them.
That's a pretty big heart. Where do you want me to put it?
Right over here. Not big enough.
Sure it is. Put it right there.
Write something on.
Like
the
there.
heart, like I love you on a
You
heart.
could.
Yeah.
You could do that. See, we have one extra piece. Now, let me try one. What shall I cut? I'm going to cut something out of this blue.
Star.
Well, I'm going to see what I feel like. I'll just use my scissors to cut a silly shape.
That looks like a hat. Yeah. Oh, this is out.
And I'll put the silly shape
It looks like a T. Like.
right on top of that. And then I'm going to cut across
That's a bird.
that silly shape. And put it right there. Now, what you can do is, we could take all day to do this. We could cut all different shapes out of all different types of paper. You could use any kind of paper you like and put it on your collage and make whatever type of picture you want. This one isn't completed yet, but it's close.
Can you put this over there?
Sure, you could. We could put it anywhere we want.
Can you put it right there?
You know what I'll do? I'll put this on here, and when
Just
we
like I
come back
had
to
it.
run, you know what we could do? Put that right there. How's that?
Please.
You want me to write "I love you" on there?
Yeah. On
Okay.
the heart.
We're gonna give this to Granny Cat.
Yeah. You know what?
There you go. What I would like, why don't you make a collage at your house and send it here to Romper Room, please? And you can send it to Romper Room and Friends,
This looks like the sun's
Post
coming out of it.
Office Box 9, Secaucus, New Jersey, 07094. but don't do it right now, because when we come back to Romper Room, we're going to play with our green foot shapes. See you in a bit.
That's great. Romper Room Friends will return after these messages.
Ronald McDonald and Friends in Rockin' French Fries.
Look, gang, a piano! I'm gonna play a little song, and before your eyes, up will come McDonald's Fry Guys. They'll rock and roll,
Sing and shout.
and wait till you see what all the music's about. I'd like you to meet our triple surprise, McDonald's Fry Girls with those golden French fries.
It's a good time for the great taste.
Rap, 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 rap of McDonald's.
Help Woodsy spread the word. Tell your friends what you've heard. No matter where you go, you can plant a tree to grow. In the city or in the woods, trees keep America looking good.
I'm Woodsy Owl. Trees fight air pollution, noise pollution, and sight pollution, so give a hoot. Don't pollute. Plant a tree today.
Please keep America looking good. Hoot, hoot.
I'm Woodsy Owl, and I'm here to tell you about a dirty word, pollution.
Help Woodsy spread the word. Never be a dirty bird.
Hoo-hoo. Don't paint or write off buildings. That's pollution.
Give a hoot, don't pollute. Never be a dirty bird.
Woo-hoo. Turn your radio down. That's noise pollution.
In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good.
When I was little, my uncle touched me on my body with my bathing suit covers. I didn't like it, and I felt scared.
When I was little, a neighbor wanted to do that. I said no and ran home and told my mom.
Gee, Jeffrey, you're smart.
Mom and Dad said it's okay to say no, even to a grown-up, especially when they want to touch you on your body with your bathing suit covers.
We now return to Romper Room Friends.
Friends at home, all of our visitors are here, and we have green feet. All right. Who's been walking in green paint? Nobody's been walking. These feet are awfully big to be... Wait a minute. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Honest, it wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. Somebody with the same size foot. No, it was me. Well, no, it was that little ghost that runs around the house and says, not me. You know, the little ghost, not me. Every time the grown-up at your house says, who did that? Not me did it. Right? No. Alan, are you ready? Can you jump on all of those feet? On the green feet, hop with 2 feet, and then 1 foot, then 1 foot, then 2 feet, then 2 feet, then 2 feet. There you go. 1 foot, 2 feet. 2 feet, 2 feet. Good for you. You go back in line by Doobie Allen, and Laura, go ahead. That's it. Very good. Adam. 2 feet. 1 foot. 1 foot. 2 feet. 2 feet. Good for you. Amy, move the line forward, Jennifer, please. That's it. Good for you. That's it. Stephen, move the line forward a little bit. Lauren, Doobie's telling you to move the line forward a little bit. That's good. Good for you, Jennifer. You go to the end of the line, please. Go ahead, Stephen. That's it. Very good. Good for you. You ready, Jeffrey? Go ahead. That's it. At your house, why don't you pretend that you have some feet? Maybe you could cut some out of construction paper. You ready? Carrie, go ahead. That's it. Other foot. 2 feet. 2 feet. 2 feet. Good for you. Go ahead, Elon. Move the line forward, Michael, please. That's it. Good for you. Go ahead, Lauren. That's it. Very good. And Michael? You skipped 2 of them. That's all right. If you wanted to skip them, you can skip them. You ready? Michael, Stephen. It's another Stephen. All these Michaels and Stevens in one room. Stephen, go ahead. That's it. There you go. Good for you. Go to the end of the line, please. And Sarah. Oh, you skipped 3 of them. You wanted to stay with your buddy. Go ahead, Philip. That's it. And Marcy. That's it. And Elizabeth. And Karen. Very good. And last but not least, Doobie. Very good, Doobie. Now, I'm going to take these because what do you do when you're finished playing with something? You put them away. So, I'll put them back where I found them. And would you do me a favor and everyone sit down over here, please? Don't run. Leave room for my feet, please. Thank you. Sit down, relax a moment. Does anyone remember my message from yesterday? Anyone remember? Philip, move over on the rug, please. How? What was the question? I didn't even say message. It was a question. You're right. How do trees grow? And what is that a picture of? That's a picture of a tree. Can anyone tell me? Oh, everyone, leave Doobie alone. Move back away from Doobie and give Doobie room to breathe, please. Doobie needs room, needs his own space. That's it. Go ahead, sit down, Sarah. That's it. How do trees grow? Does anyone know how they grow? How do they grow? Where do they start? What do they start with? A seed. A little teeny tiny seed starts to grow that big tree. And then each year it grows and grows and grows. But how does it get thicker?
By growing.
By
rings to grow bigger.
Do they need rings or do the rings grow themselves? What did you find out, Philip? How do they grow? What happens on the outside? Do you know? Can I show some of the things that you brought me? Philip brought some things in to show us. I'm going to go over to our library shelf to see what Philip brought and what we have from yesterday. What are these, Philip? What is this? These show the rings. This is a little piece. Looks like a redwood, doesn't it? Because it's red. It has 2 little deer on the top of it, but it has rings. What are these? Do you know what these are? Pine cones. And do you know why the pine cones are there? Do you know what's inside of the pine cone? The seeds. The seeds. A tree, when it grows, it makes seeds and drops the seeds so that other trees can grow, right? Now, thank you very much for bringing these to show me, Philip. That was very nice. I'm going to go over and get our the big one from yesterday. This is a piece cut out of a tree bark. Now, look in the center. Do you see that tiny, tiny little ring in there? That's the middle of the tree when the tree was very, very, very young. It grew and it was very tiny. And each year it got wider because it grows another layer of bark. It gets thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker, and it grows. Actually, no, that would be a new one because these are the old ones because it grows from the inside and each layer comes on the outside. And you can tell sort of how old a tree is because of all the rings. You really can't count all the rings because there's so many. You can also tell if it was a good year or not by the thickness of a ring if you were to cut a tree. So that's why it's very important when you find a tree that you don't do anything to the bark or the outside of the tree because that could hurt the tree and it won't be able to grow as well.
It would die.
It would die. So we know now that the trees start from seeds and each year they grow new limbs and new bark and the tree just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until some of them, like redwood trees, get so big that if they carved a hole through the center, you could drive a car through it. But that's not a good idea because that hurts the tree. Does anyone remember what our word for the week was? Do you know what this word is? What does that say? Read. R-E-A-D. Where do you read? Where do you read? Books. Where do they get the paper for the books? Where, Amy? From the wood from the trees. from the wood from the trees. And after they cut the trees down, they always, the lumberjacks always make sure that they plant new trees so that we'll always have enough trees for paper and wood. And that's another reason why it's important to recycle, so they don't have to cut down as many trees. Do you know how to play bend and stretch?
Yeah.
Yes? Everyone knows how to play bend and stretch. Do you know how to play bend and stretch at your house? If I put our log away, could everyone stand, please? Yes, Elizabeth.
I talked about Mommy with the trees and newspaper.
You did? Mama told you all about it? Very good. And that the newspaper is made from the pulp from the trees? Yes.
Could we play that game about when you said the right thing?
Oh, yes, no game. We just might do that. Everybody give Doobie his own space, please. Move back a little bit. Doobie loves you, too, but we can't play any games if everybody's hugging Doobie. Everybody put your hands in the air, please. Listen for the music and see if you can sing together. Bend and stretch, reach for the stars. There goes Jupiter, here comes Mars. Bend and stretch, reach for the sky. Stand on tippy-toe, oh so high. What shall we reach for today? How about the tippy-top of the tree? Can you reach to the tippy top of the tree? Touch the top of the tree. Bend and stretch. Reach for the stars. There goes Jupiter. Here comes Mars. Bend and stretch. Reach for the sky. Stand on tippy-toe, oh so high. Did you touch the top of the tree?
Yeah.
All the way to the tippy top of the tree?
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Don't go away at your house, because when we come back to Romper Room, I guarantee you will have more fun.
Romper Room Friends will return after these messages.
Hi, I'm Captain Ricky. Come fly with me to the land of make-believe, where you can pilot the Red Baron airplane and challenge the new cargo nets, romp in the ball crawling down the tube slide. Wow, the land of make-believe has a worm ride, and you'll never get tired of chugging along on the Civil War train. Experience the Little Dipper or the merry-go-round. Touch and talk to Holly the horse at Old McDonald's farm. So meet me at the park. There's one low price for all this and lots more at the land of make-believe, Route 80, Exit 12 in Hope, New Jersey. Hi, Red Baron!
Here's Woodsy Owl. Do you know a dirty bird? You see one every day. To him, pollution is a word he reads and throws away. The dirty bird is in the street and in the mountains too. He's in the forest on the beach. Could be he looks like you. So look around and pass the word to everyone you know. And never be a dirty bird no matter where you go. Captain America here. I need your help battling the energy wasters, the thermal thief, the wattage waster, and the cold air crook. These insidious villains are probably in your home. Defeat the thermal thief by shutting doors. Waste the wattage waster by turning off unused lights. And cool the cold air crook by shutting the refrigerator door. Saving energy is everyone's business, so keep it up, America.
Let's get something to eat. I want a soda. Ice cream. How about some candy? Hey, those snacks can do bad things to your teeth, you know. I bet the animals don't eat that stuff. Look, they snack on apples. And grapes. They dig sunflower seeds. And carrots. And really go ape over bananas. So take a tip from the animals. There are lots of good snacks that are good for you, too. How about an apple? Super. Got any popcorn? Sure. I'll take an orange. Okay. This message is from the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York. We now return to Romper Room Friends.
Hi, friends. We have our bean bags. Could you ask a grown-up if you could use a bean bag at your house and see if you can throw it in the air and catch it? Can you do that? Throw it in the air and catch it? What happens when it falls? So pick it up and try it again. Let me see, Karen. Good for you. Now, next time, try and throw it a little higher. a little bit higher and see if you can catch it. The important thing to remember is to watch the beanbag all the time. That way you can see it land in your hand, unless you have 3 of them. Then you have to just look in the center. But this takes practice. Sure. That's it. Good catch, Elizabeth. Good catch, Karen. You caught it with one hand, Marcy. Wow. Let me see Stephen throw it. That's it. Jeffrey, let me see. Good catch. Oh, so close, Philip. Try it again. Good catch. Good catch. Oh, well, do me a favor. Don't throw it too high because we don't want to break one of the lights we have in Romper Room. There's Doobie. Doobie will come and play with us in just a minute again. You throw it and catch it with one hand or throw it and catch it with 2 hands.
Hard to do.
It's very difficult sometimes to do it with one. Oh! That landed on your head. Are you all right? That was an accident. Good thing beanbags are soft. What'd you do? You kicked yourself? Well, that was silly. You're not supposed to kick yourself. Don't do that. Not supposed to kick anybody, especially yourself. Yes, Elizabeth? Uh-oh, well, be careful where you throw it then. Oh, good for you. One hand. Let me see, Stephen. You're watching everyone else. Good catch.
Let's see if I can time.
Wow. Well, you can put it back and forth. You can hit it back and forth between your hands like that. Oh, almost. Let me see again, Philip. One hand. Good for you. Good for you. Yes. That's it. You can throw it back and forth. Oh, what do you do when you miss it? What do you do when you miss it?
Pick it up.
Pick it up and try it again. What do you do when you're finished playing with something? Put it away. Can you put the bean bags back? And while we put our bean bags back, I understand that Granny and Kimball, they're outside, and Granny's singing to Kimball. How nice. It's so good to think of everything I love. The person who's beside me, the stars that shine above, snowflakes in the winter, friends and family, everything that's special, especially to me. Sometimes I try to count them, all the things I love. The person who's beside me, the stars that shine above. It's so good to think of everything I love. I love you, Kimball.
Romper Room Friends will return after these messages.
Hey, Mom, now from Delta, makers of the Love Buggy, comes Little Johnny. Little Johnny is a self-toilet trainer designed to help toddlers master one of their biggest obstacles. Little Johnny fits over the bathroom bowl, so your child can get up and down with ease.
Look, Mommy, I did it myself.
And Little Johnny helps build confidence.
Ask for Little Johnny, made for babies with love from Delta.
Available at Consumers, Caldor's Child World.
Hello, I'm Granny Cat, and this is Barbara Dyer from the Tittleback Zoo. Hello, Barbara, how are you?
Hello, Granny. Fine, thank you.
I understand that last year you ran a wonderful program distributing teddy bears to children in hospitals all over New Jersey.
That's very nice. Last year was the year of the teddy bear, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Well, I understand you're continuing this program this year, but you've added some new friends to give bears to. Would you tell everyone who else you'll be giving bears to?
Certainly, Granny. Our new special friends this year are senior adults in hospitals and nursing homes.
Oh, I like that idea a lot, because everyone needs a hug from a teddy bear now and then. Well, would you please send a new stuffed teddy bear to the Turtleback Zoo, 560 Northfield Avenue, West Orange, New Jersey, 07052. Thank you very much.
Pretend I'm a door to your apartment or your bedroom, and there's a fire on the other side. Feel me. Come on, don't be shy. Give me your hand. Feel me. Am I hot? If I am, don't open me. Get out a different way. Because if it's hot enough outside to make me feel hot, it'd knock you out before you took 2 steps. So in a fire, feel your door before opening it. If it's hot, don't.
We now return to our balloon friends.
Friends at home, we have our high steppers. Could you ask a grown-up what you could use at your house? If you don't have high steppers just like ours, you could stand on your tippy toes. You can stand on your tippy toes and try it. You have high steppers at your house? There you go.
I don't.
You don't? Can you spin around? They're slippery. Uh-oh.
What do you got for Christmas?
Can you walk sideways? Can you walk sideways the other way? You're walking backwards. You walk backwards like this? Uh-oh. What does it sound like when I walk over here? Sounds like a horse. Sounds like a horse. What's the matter? Well, you know what you have to do. You have to stop pulling on them so you can step. Step over them. That's it. Now step out. There you go. Because if you have your foot through and you keep lifting it up and you try to lift your leg to step out, you can't. So you have to keep it down on the ground and then step over it. And then when you're going to step on them, you step on it with one foot, then the other foot, and pull on the string. Be very, very careful if you go backwards. Make sure that there's no one behind you. That's it. If you're very careful, maybe you could lift your foot and put it down. Lift your other foot and put it down. That's it. Oh, be careful. Don't go too fast. And if you feel like you're going to fall, just let go and step off. That's all you have to do. That's it. Oh, be careful.
Look at
1 foot. That's very fancy. What do you do when you're finished playing with something? I think we're ready. I'd like to play a little touch and tell with you. You can put them right down on the wall, against the wall. Be careful. What happened? What happened? Uh-oh. That was an accident. You think you'll live? You're not having very much luck today. I'm sorry about that, Karen. You okay? Oh, you don't have to hang them on the hook. Just put them down on the ground, please. That's it. Well, I don't know that we should throw them on the ground, but we should place them on the ground. And everyone, would you sit down here, please? Everyone sit. And then one at a time, I'm going to call you over here because I want you to help me, friends at home. Don't tell any of the friends what I'm giving them. I'm going to give each of you I'm going to give you one at a time a blindfold. Where did I put my blindfold? There it is. Doobie will play with us in just a moment. And yes, Marcy. Well, I was going to go from the back. We're going to let Philip go first, then Stephen, then Jeffrey, then Karen, then you, then Elizabeth, all right? Philip, would you come here, please? I'm going to give you a hint. Everything I hand you, stand over here, Philip. Stand right here. That's it. Everything I hand you is made of paper. You can tell me what it is or what kind of paper it is. All right, are you ready? Close your eyes. Pull your hand out. This one may be a little difficult, Philip. I'll have to give you some hints. Don't anyone here tell. Promise? Promise at your house? All right, here you go, Philip. Put your hand out. Do you know what that is, Philip? What is it?
No.
Did you know that before you heard it? You knew? How did you know?
$1.
You knew from the way it feels? Very good. Now, don't tell, please. I know that was an accident. You get so excited you can't help it. Come here, Stephen, please. Buddy, cover your mouth. Don't tell. Stand right here, Stephen. I don't want to hurt your nose. Go boo-boo. There you go. Can you see?
Yeah.
You can? Well, then close your eyes, please. Do you know what that is? It's a book. What's it made out of? Paper. It's a paperback book. Good for you.
Can I see it?
Sure.
Paddington.
The Paddington Bear book. All right, Jeffrey. And then the girls. Stand right here, Jeffrey. Can you see? Well, then close your eyes, please. You know what that is? You can feel all around it. Feel it with your hands. Feel on the top. That's a good idea. Feel inside. You know what that is? What? I'll give you a hint. You drink out of it, and it's made of paper. Do you know what it is? Have you ever had a paper cup to drink out of? That's what it is. It's a paper cup. It's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? With your eyes closed, it felt funny, didn't it? Yes, Karen, you are next. Stand right here. Let's see. Here we go. This is something we saw the other day. You told me about this. You put cookies on it. You know what it's called?
Wax paper.
That's it. That's it. Good for you. Good for you. Wax paper. All right, Marcy. You stand right here. There you go.
Napkin.
What kind of napkin?
Paper.
A paper napkin. Very, very good. This is too easy for you. I should have picked something a little more difficult. Are you ready, Elizabeth? There you go. Can you see?
Yeah.
Well, then close your eyes, please. You should use both hands.
A napkin.
Not a napkin. It's a little stiffer than a napkin. Feel all the way around it. What shape is it?
A circle.
It's a circle, and it's made out of cardboard. I'll give you another hint. Sometimes you eat off of it. You know what it is?
The paper plate.
That's it. That's it. All I had to do was give you a little time. Just a little time. It's a paper plate. Feels different when you don't get a chance to look, doesn't it? That's the whole point of being able to touch. Sometimes you have to see if you can find out what something is without looking. Very, very good. Well, do you think Simon is going to be able to clean his mess? I hope so. I think he will. Let's watch Simon together.
Soon the whole land of chalk drawings was littered with leaves. Simon and his friends had to work hard all over again. But as soon as they tidied those leaves up, more leaves started to fall. Simon shook his head. We'll never get the land tidy at this rate. Then he had an idea. Taking his chalk from his pocket, he drew wheels on all the trees. Then, with his friends helping, all the trees were pushed into a circle, so that when the leaves fell, they fell into a nice, neat, tidy pile. were no leaves left to fall, the trees were pushed back to where they'd come from. The land was all tidy again. But the children had a question for Simon. It's all so tidy, Simon, we've nowhere to play. Simon pointed to the mountain of leaves. You could play there. With whoops of delight, the children ran off to play. And you can guess what happened then. In no time at all, the leaves were scattered all over the land of chalk drawings again. Simon gave a sigh. Oh, well, it was bound to get untidy again sometime. So Simon left Henry and went home. And what do you think he found when he got there? His newly cleaned room was untidier than ever. He'd left the window open to let out the dust, and the wind had blown in all the leaves from the tree outside.
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I do come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I do come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you.
Robbery and Friends will return after these messages.
The Cub Scouts. The Cub Scouts is not just hiking and camping. You can play baseball and go swimming in their Indian festivals and treasure hunts and basketball and bicycle rodeos. And you can go on picnics and cookouts and do crafts and learn skills and... Good grief! There's so many neat things to do in the Cub Scouts. Nobody could possibly do them all. The Cub Scouts. It's a pack of fun.
Hi, I'm Captain Ricky. Come fly with me to the land of make-believe, where you can pilot the Red Baron airplane and challenge the new cargo nets, romp in the ball crawl and down the tube slide. Wow, the land of make-believe has a worm ride, and you'll never get tired of chugging along on the Civil War train. Experience the Little Dipper or the merry-go-round. Touch and talk to Holly the horse at Old MacDonald's farm. So meet me at the park. There's one low price for all this and lots more at the land of make-believe, Route 80, Exit 12 in Hope, New Jersey. Hi, Red Baron!
Here's Woodsy Owl. Do you know a dirty bird? You see one every day. To him, pollution is the word he reads and throws away. The dirty bird is in the street and in the mountains too. He's in the forest on the beach. Could be he looks like you. So look around and pass the word to everyone you know. And never be a dirty bird. Let me you go.